A Haywood County man faces several charges in an officer-involved shooting.
The shooting happened with deputies and officers when they responded to a domestic incident at the home of Robert Moore in Canton. News 13's Rex Hodge is in the Western News Center tonight.
And Rex, court records show much of what happened that night.
Yes, it was about 9 p.m. on the night of April 27th. Deputies and officers had responded to a domestic call in Canton. Shots ended up being fired. Yesterday, Robert Moore turned himself in.
It's a situation that we don't like to see happen anywhere.
It's not the kind of story residents and business owners along Main Street in Canton like to hear about.
It does concern me. I own a business, and I'm in my business a lot of times late at night.
Vicki Gregg runs Polly's Florist and Gifts, grew up in Canton, and a domestic incident late last month off Plantation Cove that led to gunfire has her taking note.
I'm not really as scared, but a little more cautious than I used to be.
Deputies with the Haywood County Sheriff's Office and an officer from the Canton Police Department had responded to a 911 call for help coming from this house. When they arrived, investigators say the man displayed a gun. Shots were fired and the man was injured. They were not. The SBI investigated, and now charges are filed against 65-year-old Robert Moore, including assaulting officers with a firearm, resisting arrest, interfering with emergency communication, assault on a female, and communicating threats. According to arrest warrants, Moore squatted in a shooting stance and pointed the pistol, a Colt .45, at the officers. They also say he grabbed the woman with him, threw her against the door, held her by the throat, and drew his fist back to strike her and verbally stated, "I'm going to kill you." The court documents also indicate she called 911, but he grabbed the phone and hung it up.
I used to come in here and work till 2 and 3 in the morning, leave my doors open and unlocked.
Back at her flower shop, Vicki Gregg says times have changed, but her opinion of Canton hasn't.
Canton it's still a good hometown.
Moore posted a $7,500 bond on his domestic violence charges, but must have no contact with the victim and not have firearms. He has a court date coming up on May 22nd. The officers involved had been placed on administrative leave, but they are back on active duty now. Reporting live tonight from the Western News Center, Rex Hodge, News 13.